Welcome to Valheim, and congratulations on being the 1 millionth dead Viking. With that, you win a one-way trip to Viking Heaven's equivalent of the American frontier. Given nothing but a potato sack and a single match, you are voluntold to go and colonize and murder the land's most imminent threat, its inhabitants.
I have a question for the gods.
Since you've done so well battling wars back on Earth, the gods have decided for you that you get to keep on fighting. That's right, you go from raiding villages to fighting Eldritch horrors, and all you had to do was die. Anyway, like any other Minecraft fan game, you start off naked and confused in a strange world, much like when you were first born. And exactly like when you were first born, you immediately feel the urge to run around, mining and crafting weapons for your survival. Valheim can certainly be confusing at first, but thanks to Crowfriend, a lot of the game's mechanics do get explained. But I don't think you need a bird to tell you that you are currently at the bottom of the food chain. We can leave that to local wildlife. So after picking up some shit off the ground, we finally get our first viable weapon. Now, we can actually get to work. By work, of course, I mean genociding everything in the region to solidify your cozy position at the top of the food chain. Be sure to enjoy it. You'll find yourself back at the bottom in no time. And don't worry, there will be no shortage of greylings to harass you throughout the game, so be sure not to waste any energy hunting them down. Since your detective skills will be needed to track down the equally infinite deer who spawn at that Goldilocks zone of so loud it's annoying, but also so far away that you end up wasting like 10 minutes trying to kill it.
Finally!
Your first hour is probably spent rinsing and repeating this process along with chimping around in the build mode. Hopefully by this time you've killed enough grubs to have regained some confidence. So let's do something challenging, like shooting way too many arrows at a troll. Now, since I don't know a good way of killing trolls this early on, I suggest trying my tried and true method of flicking toothpicks at him and running away like a little bitch until he eventually dies. Once you're bored of steel clubbing, you should move on to the first boss. First, go grab some of those trophies you've been collecting and bring those bad boys to the nearest altar and stand proud, since you won't be once this battle's over. I am not kidding, this boss is a complete pushover as long as you are not mentally or physically disabled, like a melee mate. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Even for you melee mains, I'm sure your 20-minute battle was enjoyable. Congratulations, you are now able to mine, finally breaking you out of this primitive hell. The next step is to put that pickaxe to work, because if you ever want to be a drip god, you're going to have to work for it. And now by this time, you've probably been tomb raiding and found the next boss tablet. All you gotta do now is check and see that the Elder is way the fuck over there. So, what next? Greetings, warrior. It's time to wake the fuck up. We have an Elder being to burn. First, we gotta get there. How, you may ask? By boat, of course.
Let me try to boat.
So after a quick trip, we finally reached the island. Turns out it's chock full of savages who need to be uplifted from their uncivilized nature. Oh, and right next to this area is, Oh damn. Let's not worry about that place right now. I spent most of my time here strip mining and educating locals. Here's some of the fun times we had. I had a happy troll help me cut down some trees. And then I went and built a nice little log cabin on the shore. And then I helped resolve some civil disputes. And most importantly, I cleaned up around the altar to make it look nice. After upgrading my drip, I finally feel ready to fight the wise mystical oak. In order to summon him, you must first collect his seed. To get his seed, break these things. Where do you find them? Wherever the shithead population is most dense. Now we bring the elder seed to the altar and cast it into the goblet of fire. I found the Deku tree to be a pretty tough fight. So tough in fact that I resorted to a minor amount of cheesing. This certainly won't be a theme within my playthrough. Pretty anticlimactic end there, but if I'm being honest, I went totally non-verbal the whole time just so I could survive. If this fight was on flatter terrain, I definitely would have gotten my balls slapped around. Anyway, with that, we claim the Elder's Noggin. Let's throw that bad boy onto his elf shelf and see its great ability. What in the fuck am I supposed to do with this?